Hello, hello. Hello, everyone. 'Tis I. Hello, Twitter is on board. Looks like everybody's on. Hey, guys. 'Tis I, Mr. Ben Bailey. Let me know that you're out there watching. I know things look a little different, and that this show tonight is called A Special Announcement, and that's because it's not going to be the same show that we always do. It is, in fact, a special announcement, which sounds exciting, but really, it's not super exciting. The announcement is that we're not doing a regular show tonight. But I'm so glad you guys are on. We can't do that. We can't do the show in this room tonight, in the studio that we normally do the show from. We can't do it because it is currently being set up. Lots of hearts coming in. Thank you, guys. Love to see those hearts. I hope you guys aren't too terribly disappointed that it's not going to be a regular show tonight. As I was saying, the room here, the studio that we normally do the show in, is actually set up for the shooting of something else, which will be announced at a later date. But because it took so long for us to get the lighting and everything just totally right in this room, I do not want to risk it and try to set it up temporarily for our weekly streaming show. I'm trying to reconnect. Oh, there. Oh. Okay. Facebook looked like it was having trouble. But so here's what I thought, you guys. Because we can't do the regular show because the studio is in use, it's all set and ready to film something else. I thought I would come down here, sit at the bar that I made, which I'll show you guys. I built this bar, if you want to have a look at it. I think I showed it to you once before. And here it is. That's Ben Bailey's bar, which is actually, it's called Vic Henley's Bar at Ben Bailey's house in honor of my late good buddy, Mr. Vic Henley, who was a very funny comedian and an all-around good dude. I will forever wish that he could come and have a beer at this bar with me, or several, but unfortunately he won't, so I dedicated it to him. So yeah, it's Vic Henley's Bar. Came down to Vic's Bar at my house to tell you guys that we can't do the show and to have a beer with you guys and sit and chat for 10 or 15 minutes or something. Thank you. I like the bar, and very nice. The rest in peace. I can't believe it's been a year, over a year. Another reason is that the day I started to build this bar, hello. Sorry, no song tonight. Just a quick hangout and a beer. Cheers, you guys. Thanks for tuning in every Sunday. For those of you who are new, you can watch 73 prior episodes on YouTube or anywhere else. This isn't normally how we do the show. Tonight, it's just a quick beer. So, cheers, guys. You guys are awesome. Hello, James Collins says hello. And I can actually read some of your stuff coming in here. All problems can be solved in or at a bar. Yes, alcohol, the cause and solution to most of life's problems. If you're wondering what genius said those words, Homer Simpson. 'Twas Homer Simpson. You know what? That's what this is. It's a Sunday night get-together, and even though we're not doing the show like we normally do, we are getting together. But so yeah, the day that I started to build this bar is when Vic passed away. So that's another reason it's dedicated to him. And it was like, that's over a year ago, and I can't even believe it. It was like, I'll build this bar. It'll get me through this COVID period. All right, Marta, toasting with her glass of wine. Very nice. You know what? I can run over and get that. I shouldn't, though, because it's part of the set for the other thing. I was going to say, cash cab drive-by without the actual little cab. Instead, we'll use this. Cheers, you guys. I can't believe it's 73 episodes of that. Thank you very much. Love you both, Ben and Emma. That's very nice, you guys. We love you too. We're so glad that you guys hang with us, I can't tell you what it's meant to me as a performer to have had this to do. Like, it's been incredible because I've now gone back and I've done a few shows since the shutdown over a year ago. I have now, in the last couple of months, I've done 4 live performances, and I feel great. I think a lot of comics are probably, feeling very rusty and unsure themselves going back in because they haven't done shows in so long. But honestly, you guys, doing this with you every Sunday kept me strong, man. I felt like a superhero up there. Thank you, Sierra. Love you, Ben and Emma. Another one. That's awesome. Come back to Boston. Oh, I will. Don't worry. I'll be back. Last time I was in Boston, I did some shows at one show at City Winery. It was great fun. And mistakenly booked it on Labor Day weekend, which is a mistake because everybody leaves town, but still sold out show. Booyah! I will come back to Detroit. There is no doubt about it, you guys. I can't wait to get back out on the road. And I will come to Atlanta, too. I was supposed to do, I want to say Center Stage. I think it's Center Stage was the venue in Atlanta. That was part of the tour. It'll be on the list as soon as we start getting the tour together again, you guys. And I will come to D.C. I've done tons of shows in D.C. over the years. Always had a great time. James Collins says, "Don't hesitate, vaccinate." I like it. Is that a T-shirt? Rochester. I've been up to Rochester for sure. Had a great time up there. I did a festival. They have a comedy festival. I did that. Did that a couple years ago. Now I'm just like reading all you guys what you're saying, and I totally forgot. West Virginia. Now, Raphael, I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know if I can do West Virginia. Mountain Mama. Take me home, country road. I've been there for sure, and I will be back. I will say this, and I hope you don't think I'm bragging, but I have done stand-up performances in every one of the 50 United States of America. Not to mention a large number of foreign countries. Yes, I've been to Albuquerque, which is really pronounced Albuquerque. And it was great. Funny thing they don't tell you when you go to New Mexico. I flew into Albuquerque and then went up to Santa Fe. No, I flew into Santa Fe, I think. I can't remember. Somehow I ended up in Santa Fe, and I had no idea that I was like 7,000 feet above sea level. And I was like jogging. But I went out and had a couple of beers. I met a friend of mine, my buddy Patch, who has like this awesome guitar company. He custom builds his own guitars. It's called Wide Sky Guitars. If you guys are into guitars, you should check it out. He makes some beautiful and amazing sounding guitars. So I got to catch up with him, and I was in Santa Fe. And then I was like, oh, it's kind of late. I had never been there before. There was no one on the road. And I was like, I'll just jog back to the hotel room. And I jogged like 100 feet. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, what is happening to me? I can play hockey for 90 minutes. I can't jog down a road in Santa Fe, though, because it's 7,000 feet above sea level or something like that, 7,200, something crazy like that. And it wasn't just that I didn't know that the altitude was huge. It was that I had been misinformed. Someone told me, yeah, it's pretty high. I think she said it was, might be as much as 2,000 feet above sea level. Yeah, not 7,200 or as what it turned out to be. So I was just like on the corner. And then I hadn't seen a car the whole time, so I was walking back from the restaurant. It's literally deserted, the whole downtown area. And it was this big pickup truck, like one of those trucks that's like, you're like, is that all one truck? It's huge. It had like the double cab and the extended bed, and it was all jacked up, and it was a diesel, so it was like, and they came super slowly around the corner, and they had tinted windows. And so I couldn't see in, but I think that they were like, as they went by, is that Ben Bailey? Because they went really slowly. And then I was like, and then they went up and around this little park, which looked really cool. There was a cool little gate around it. And they turned around, and I was like, oh, I better jog back. And I was just like, I pushed it. I almost barfed. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I almost vomited. Hi, Samantha. Samantha said hi. Hello, Ben Bailey. Hello, hi, hello, hello, hi, hello. Yes, David is asking why this is not a normal show. The studio has got a set, built a set and lit for another shoot in the studio. So we can't do the usual shoot. I will not risk the lighting setup that I spent so much time getting right to do it. But I also was like, I can't just not do the show. And I pretend that it's for you guys. Like, you guys were like, no, you have to do your show. But yeah, this is Ben Bailey Bar Chat instead, because I didn't want to not see you guys. I've never seen any of you. I wouldn't know you on the street, but you know what I mean. You know exactly what I mean, I think. So yes, Santa Fe, high above sea level, despite what a woman at LAX tells you. I was like, well, I know I'm going somewhere, because I flew from LA there. I remember now. And you're going somewhere off the beaten path when you're like at the totally oldest, like, terminal. It's like a 14-minute shuttle ride from the main terminal. You're like, are we driving to New Mexico? Hoot. Someone hooted. I don't know. I'm not sure what that means. But I'll take it. I'll take a hoot. I don't give a hoot. Ha! But I'll take a hoot. Yes, David, exactly. Light the fireplace. Yeah, well, you might, you know what? You wouldn't be able to see it from here even if I did. And we don't have good Wi-Fi out there. But maybe I should. Hoot, hoot. The owl. Oh, a reference to the owl in my owl joke? People turn out to be big fans of the owl, of Ben versus Owl. It's one of my favorite things I ever wrote. I'll tell you, there's a story I can tell you. I was in Holland. I did several tours, stand-up tours around Holland. I did a couple TV shows there when stand-up was like brand new to them. And then I ended up going back and doing tours. And at one point I was in Rotterdam, Holland, a very modern city, having been pretty much completely annihilated in World War II, I believe, and then rebuilt, kind of like Chicago after the fire. Architects were like, let's go there. It was destroyed. Let's go there. And there's someone in Carthage. How perfect. But Carthage, Texas. The diesel truck. Yes, Jennifer Franco. There wasn't that much to it. I just remember thinking, like, I don't know if those people recognized me or they were just like, that guy looks like he's dying, but they turned and came back, and I took off. By the time they got back around to where I was gone. I was in the hotel, huffing and a puffing. And that was the moral of the story: is don't go to Santa Fe and think that you're going to be fine. You're going to have to do a little bit of atmospheric adjustment. And you'll be farting more than usual, too. That's another word to the wise. They don't tell you that in the pamphlet. You can fart at will. Above a certain altitude, if you're above the tree line, you can fart at will whenever you want. Total bullshit, everybody. It's a new segment, Ben Bailey Bar Talk, and here's a new segment, Bullshit. Can you do me a favor and show me the Vic Henley bar again? Yes, absolutely, man. I love that you're calling it the Vic Henley bar. Because that's what it's called. But there it is. It's got the fold down, all built by yours truly. If you come in the back here, I put some lights in there too, of course. Plenty of booze. Dry sink, fridge, it's the real deal. I started it, a lot of it is built from these old railroad ties that I had laying around. I used them to build something in the yard, and then I changed it up. And so I had a bunch of railroad ties, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to build a bar. So I built it actually all out of wood that I just had laying around, except for this bar rail and the actual top of the bar. I bought those pieces. Everything else I had. It was super, super fun, man. It was so incredibly fun. Thank you, Con. He says Ben's live comedy show is great. He's telling someone else that, and that's fantastic. And thank you, Raphael. Thanks to any of you guys who've said stuff like that or come to my stand-up shows. I've been doing it for so long now, 25 years. It's the best thing that ever happened to me, stand-up comedy. I feel so lucky to have stumbled into it and found something that I feel I have a genuine talent for that I love to do. So super fortunate in that regard. And it means the world to me for you guys to say that. Thank you. Thanks for, she says, Zembo says, wow, your bar looks awesome. Thank you very much. Oh, I missed a whole bunch came in there, and I missed some of those guys. Loved you in St. Louis. Thank you, man. Oh, I missed that. It's something about a drunk in the crowd. I've had a lot of moments like that in St. Louis. I always had a great time in St. Louis, man. Good fun. I give towns nicknames, and then you go there and call it that, and people are like, what? We don't call it that. We don't call it that at all. Is Cash Cab coming back? I don't know the answer to that, Michael Allen. I do not know. I don't know if, I wonder if you're the Mike Allen that I know, that I went to high school with. Your acting on Blue Bloods was pretty good, too. Pretty good? Forgive me, but is that meant to be a compliment? Because I found it insulting. Just kidding. Thank you. But that's how performers feel when you tell them they were pretty good. And you're like, I wasn't shooting for average. I was not shooting, saw you 10 times at the old Gotham. Sweet. Dude, the old Gotham was like my favorite, man, I love that venue. It's now called the Metropolitan Room, if it's still there, which I think it is. That I had some killer sets in that place, man. Oh, Cash Cab was the best, but your stand-up is better. Oh, you guys, I'm just fishing for compliments, and you guys are pumping me up. But yeah, stand-up, I love. I absolutely love. And I never felt more at home than when I first started doing stand-up, when I first got a laugh on the stage, I got a laugh with the first thing that I said. And I knew in that moment that I was going to be a stand-up comedian is what I was going to do for the rest of my life. And I just feel so lucky to have done that because I know people struggle trying to find something that they love. So I'm very, very fortunate. Yeah. I'm getting all sentimental. No music. This is Ben just gets drunk at the bar and cries. I've only had one drink, and we're using this beanbag juggling ball instead of the little cab because it's part of the set for the other thing. Just for the record. I could wing it and move it around, but I'm not going to because I'm not messing with it, man. I started telling you guys another story, and now I forgot it. Yeah, I guess you could call it a foot bag. Sounds like an insult for an old soccer player, an old footballer. Ah, yeah, foot bag. No, feel free to cry on your end, too, if you want, David Kowalski, who's been an extremely generous fan. Thank you, man. Yes, cheers. Cheers to all. Guys, if you guys could subscribe to the YouTube channel, that would be fantastic. Ben, do you have some beer recipes you could share? Yes. Here you go. You open one of these and you pour it in your mouth hole. Hoot, hoot. It says the owl. I feel like the owl. Oh, that's what I was telling you about. Thank you. Thanks for the reminder. I don't know if it was inadvertent. I don't think it was. I think you knew exactly what you were reminding me of. And that you were reminding me of something. I was on tour. I was staying in Rotterdam in a hotel. And yes, I stabbed the owl. Don't give away the ending. Spoiler alert. I was staying at a hotel that I still remember the name of because I stayed there a bunch of times. It's called the Hotel Van Walsum. The good old Hotel Van Walsum. And I had a great time in Rotterdam. It was awesome. Great town. Super fun. Awesome Walsum. The Hotel Van Awesome is what I'm going to call that from now on. And we like partied a lot and we did all these shows and we taped TV shows and there was big parties afterwards, and we were touring around, and there's only 2 TV stations at the time, so like everybody knew us, and it was like if you did the stuff I did in Holland, you were famous in Holland, and you were this American that everyone was curious about, and this was an awesome, really fun time. Toward the end of one of the runs, I was back at the Hotel Van Walsum because we were doing a show at a pretty nice big venue there in Rotterdam that I can't remember the name of, and I couldn't go to sleep because there's an owl. It really happened. There's an owl outside my window, and he just wouldn't shut up. And I swear I was waiting for it. I mean, it all happened very much like it does in the bit, except I don't murder him in the end. But that's where it really happened. He kept me up all night, the owl. And I just like went to the window and looked out. I had to lean through this big, thick old wall to peek out the window, and just a giant white owl sitting out there just looking back at me. And he kept me up all night, and I was like, I like to write about things that just happened to me, especially if I think they're funny. So I started talking about the owl. Me, it's me. You nosy fucking owl. That's right. So yeah, and then I did that bit for a while in New York, and then I didn't do it for a while. I moved on to a new set. But yeah, I recorded that on that special, but I wrote it maybe 8 years before, 6 years before, something like that. May I give you a tip, or would it not be appropriate? I accept tips. Absolutely, I accept tips at all times. It's not inappropriate at all. It's greatly appreciated. I haven't done a live stand-up show or shot Cash Cab in over a year that really paid any money. The stand-up shows were pop-ins, and then one was for a very limited audience. So I haven't worked in over a year, man. So I'll accept all donations and tips. I'm happy. I'm happy to. And if you guys are up for it, hey Ben, how's Uncle Beetle? A Beetle Bailey reference. I haven't heard one of those since high school. That's what my track coach called me, Beetle Bailey. No Kid Hungry. Before I forget what I was talking about again. No Kid Hungry, Feeding America. No Kid Hungry is in the feed on Facebook and maybe on Instagram too. It was meant to be. I'm not sure if I did it on both. But donate to those guys. They help people who are hungry right here in the United States, and they help them like as soon as tomorrow. A little bit goes a long way. $1 might provide 5 meals to people who need it. So, yes, Sierra, you can watch that special. That special I'm talking about, if you guys haven't seen it, it's on the YouTube channel, which is Ben Bailey Comedy. Mick Bangus says, I'm sorry, where are you right now? I am in the same room that we normally do the show in, for those of you who are joining a little bit later. But there is a set built for another shoot in here, and I am reticent. I'm not reticent. I'm more than reticent. I will not mess with the lighting setup for that set because it took a lot of work to get it just right. But I didn't want to just not say hello to you guys and do something. So I thought I'd sit here at the bar and tell you guys a couple of stories, see for once some of the stuff that you guys are saying, even though I have to like turn it. What do you say? Wait, which one is that one? What's he saying on the sideways one there on the bottom? So I thought I'd have a beer with you guys. And just check in. Checking in, man. And you can watch that special that has the owl, Ben versus Owl. It's called Road Rage and Accidental Ornithology, which I love the name. I just wanted it to be called Accidental Ornithology. And you were really awesome in Blue Bloods. Thank you. See, that's how you do it. Just kidding. We're so sensitive. Thank you very much for saying that. We artists, creative types are so sensitive. It's just even a compliment that's just you could be offended and upset by it for weeks. What beer? This beer. This beer. You never have to drink alone so long as you're banned. As long as you're not banned from streaming. Okay, so anytime I sign on here, you'll You'll Have a Beer with Me. Love that freaking album. Thank you very much, you guys. That's that's not my most recent special. It's the one before that. I have another one called Live and Uncensored, Ben Bailey Live and Uncensored. Some of the bits from that are on the YouTube channel, but not the whole thing. Maybe I should just put it on there too. Maybe I should. I swear a lot in that one. Maybe not a lot, but it's not totally clean like the first one. And some people were upset about that, but you know, fuck it. And I might be getting ready to do another one. Hint, hint. Whiskey. All right, you're drinking whiskey. What's your whiskey? I like a Scotch. I like a Macallan 12-year. That's kind of my go-to. Do you have one with the micro bit? Not yet. Not yet. You like the micro bit? That's awesome. Thank you. Yeah, man, this is cool. This is actually pretty fun. I could show you guys the bar again for those of you who just tuned in. A couple of you guys were asking where I am. I'm sitting at my bar that I built. It's a little bit of a mess because there's props and stuff. You can see over there is a picture that we were going to use, possibly as a prop, to have it in the background on the set, but we decided not to because it's just a little too big and a little too white. But that's a very cool picture, actually. You can see how it has 3 B's in it. And maybe some of you know that the name of my production company is Triple B Productions. And those were a gift from our good friend Karen Kozo up in Michigan. Yeah, Triple B. She sent a couple of Triple B pictures there are these awesome B pictures. Basil Hayden's, yeah, some people love that one. Or Basil Hayden's. It's good just for that. Do you say Basil or Basil? Ask Rathbone. I don't know. Why don't you ask Rathbone? My buddy likes to mix Crown with cream soda. It's sweet but so good. Wow, that actually sounds really good. I like a nice dark and stormy. Dark rum and ginger beer. I bet if you put a little ginger beer in a scotch, that would probably taste pretty darn good too. I'll betcha. Feel like we're all having a drink at the bar with you. That's great. I'm so glad. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I am. And really, it's not about you. Just kidding. It wasn't initially, but now it is. It's kind of about you guys still, you know what I mean? No issues with uncensored. That's good. I called it Live and Uncensored thinking that people would understand. I love ginger beer too. I love it so much that I can't buy it because I'll just drink it all in like a day, and it's very sweet. Emma, someone's asking where Emma is upstairs. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go and tell everybody that we can't do the show. And she's very tired. We've been working very hard. My parents are coming to visit. Haven't seen them in over a year. So we are, you know how you want your house to look perfect before oh, hi, Nancy. What's up? Before anyone comes, and then they show up and you pretend that you didn't just spend a week making it appear to be as close to perfect as you possibly could. So that's what we're doing. So we're also very tired, and we're working on this other production, and we've had some visitors of late, the extra dog, so everyone's very tired. Come to Florida, I'll take you fishing. No thanks. No, just kidding. Sometimes I enjoy fishing. I don't know what kind of fishing you're talking about, but it's a nice offer. You look a lot bigger in person, yeah. People, when Cash Cab was first known, I literally couldn't go anywhere without people running up to me and telling me that I was the Cash Cab guy, and then telling me, "Oh my God, you're huge! You look a lot bigger than you do on TV." So, and at the same time, it became a little difficult to gauge audiences and stuff, and they wanted me to talk about Cash Cab, and I didn't want to. I just wanted to do my weird wordplay, animal bits. I always end up with some animal stuff, more specifically birds. Paul says, how tall are you? I am 6'6", or I was. I think at my peak, I was just under 6'6", 6'5 3/4", or something like that. I'm working hard on my posture, but I don't know if I'm still there. I think gravity has pulled me down a little bit. I'm probably about 6'5" right now. 6'5", 220, all muscle. Part muscle. There's organs and fascia, tendons, teeth. Thanks for signing my cash cab book in St. Louis. Oh, you bet, man. Dr. Drone. Speaking of bees, just poured a Macallan 12, somebody. This is great, you guys. This is cool. Oh, hey, there you are. And comedian bits are supposed to be... Damn, I'm going to have to go back and read that one later. These comments are just flying now. Will you do stand-up comedy next Sunday? Yes, I will, Raphael. Next Sunday we'll be done shooting the other thing. I will then tell you what the other thing is, maybe. But I might have to wait because I'm going to try to sell it somewhere, and then you'll see it on TV. Yeah, my dad, who was 6'6", is getting a bit shorter in his 60s. Yeah, it happens. I'm fighting that battle, man. Every day I'm like, I will keep my chest sticking out further than my stomach. And my spine is like, I don't think you're going to make it. Yeah, fighting that battle. And I feel like I'm winning at the moment. Jennifer Franco says, come to Atlanta and I'll massage that fascia. I'm a massage therapist. Well, that sounds like a good offer. I could use a massage. Good massage goes a long way, man. If you're traveling a lot, when I was, on the road every week, a massage, what a difference that would make. Hang upside down like Batman. Okay, here's the thing. Batman is a fictional character. If you hang upside down, your head fills with blood, and it's terrifying. Especially when you hit a certain age. Well, you hit a certain age and you look at a swing set and you're like, whoa. Kids are like, wee. Like, don't put me on there. I will throw up on myself. I have an inversion table. Ben is pregnant, everybody. Colbert, I was going to make that announcement. Boy, people just jump right in. I'm 6'1", and I got a picture with Mitch Fatel. Oh, well, that's too bad. Mitchy the kid, huh? Mitch is funny. He's a small and funny man. Rub the belly. Okay, messages are getting weird over on YouTube. Rub the belly. You're too old to be pregnant. Good point. Bungee jumping, did that, I told you. If you went out and jumped off a bridge, if everyone else went out and jumped off a bridge, would you do it? Yes, yes, yes. Yes, I would. Yes, 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 I would. My eggs are not dried up. Guess what I did today, guys? You're not going to believe this. I can't believe I didn't tell you earlier. I did something. I can't believe it. I made banana bread. Again. We had frozen brown bananas in the fridge for like 3 weeks. And I made a huge freaking banana bread again. Huge. I thought you were going to work on your resting psycho face. Dude, I don't need to work on it. I'll just show it to you. That's me when I'm not in any particular mood at all. Yes, I did. I made banana bread today again, and a huge one. The order calls for 3 bananas. I made a quadruple. Yeah, a dozen bananas. For those of you who can't do basic math, 1 dozen bananas. And I can't wait to eat it. But then I also we made a pretty awesome dinner. I grill up some chicken and a steak. I don't eat red meat very often anymore. And when I do, I make it good. So a filet mignon and some grilled chicken and rice and double veg. It was a great dinner. It was so great that I ate a lot, and I didn't have any room for banana bread. But here's what I love about banana bread. Breakfast. Sorted. Get up. Pop it in the toaster. You cut your banana bread so that you can put it in the toaster. You gotta be careful. You don't want to drop a lot of crumbs in there. Like there are 1,000 crumbs in the bottom of that thing already. Clean it out already. What are you waiting for? But here's what I put on it. Ghee. For those of you that don't cook, they're like, ghee? What's that? That's a suit that you wear when you're doing karate. Ghee is also called clarified butter. Put a little ghee on there and a little sea salt. You couldn't see, but I was spreading it with a knife. Ghee and sea salt on toasted banana bread. And you could also put, you could go a different way. You could put just straight up coconut oil on it, and then almond butter. Yes, coconut oil, almond butter, banana bread. Fantastic. If you want to go one better, and you have a woman that you live with like Emma, who makes homemade chocolate. What? Yeah, that's what I said. Homemade, sugar-free, healthy chocolate. Yeah, you melt it down. You put banana bread down, you toast it. Coconut oil, almond butter, chocolate. Love handles. I ain't got no love handles. Crazy. That's all good for you. That's the thing, man. Yes, dark chocolate. Not sweet. Tastes sweet. It's got stevia and monk fruit, I believe, in it. It's so good. Emma does more cooking than I do, someone's asking. But I've been doing a fair amount lately. I have a few things that I can make, and I do them pretty well. Mostly involving eggs. But I do a nice grilled chicken with rice and veg. But yeah, we had cooking with Beb. I assume you meant cooking with Ben. Not cooking, yeah, not cooking with Ben. If anyone should have a cooking show, it would be Emma. Because not only is she a great cook who makes all these super healthy things, she just knows a lot about nutrition. And so she can make good, healthy stuff that tastes great, which is fantastic. And I feel very lucky. Beer. Cheers, everybody. Drive by. Oh my God, this has been happening for 40 minutes. I was like, I'm gonna hang out with the guys for 10 minutes. I'll be right back. She's sound asleep up there anyway. I just got here. What's the announcement? The announcement is no show tonight. Which is a pretty funny announcement to make 40 minutes into a show. No show because we have a set. The studio is being used to film something else, so we don't have the space. Need a Ben drinking game. I was told that some people started a drinking game because I didn't do the drive-bys long enough. By the way, this is filling in for the little cash cab because it's part of the set. Nancy says absolutely would. Absolutely would what? I missed something. So we're doing this like hangout at the bar. At the bar with Ben. And it seems to be like pretty fun. I'm enjoying this. It's easier for me, but not as much fun. It's not as much of a release. Hello, Donna Gilbert. What up? Raphael says, ha ha. Oh, Jordy says just as good. See you in LBI with Matt Burton. Yeah, I saw him down there That's another guy. Nancy's somebody I grew up with. So cool. And so is Mr. Matt Burton. LBI, for those of you that don't know Jersey, stands for Long Beach Island, which is a pretty basic name for the place, given that that's what it is. But Matt has an art gallery that's awesome down there, too. So that's a great place to go if you guys ever looking for a place to go. And we all get to chat. You're absolutely right. I just got here. What's the announcement? Oh, and then someone's filling you in. I love that's so cool that you guys do that, honestly. When am I coming to Orlando again? I don't know. Maybe when you get your highway problems sorted out. I had such a great time in Atlanta or in Orlando last time I was there. I started picking on you guys for your messed up highway system, and the crowd loved it so much that they were noticeably sad when I moved on to something else. And I said out loud, I said, "Are you guys disappointed that I'm not going to bitch about your highways anymore?" And they were like, "Yes!" And I was like, "Well, let's do it then." And I railed on them for another 10 minutes because everybody was fed up with that situation. I hope it's getting better. It's way better, but people can't drive. Yes, that's true. I was out driving around today, and people were just annoying the shit out of me on the road. That's the worst thing about driving is other people. Dude, it sucks out here in Orlando on the roads. Yeah, it was awful. I was trying to go around and do more radio and morning shows and stuff. New Zealand, I don't know. I haven't been to New Zealand, but I'd love to go to New Zealand. Emma is from Australia, so that's close, kinda. Cash Cab VR, there you go. That'd be fun. Maybe I can rig that up. I don't know, guys. I don't want to alarm you, but I just got a notification that Emma is watching. So, in the most roundabout way, this is going to be weird. This is going to go into outer space and back at least once, but hey, babe, how's it going? That's amazing, amazing use of technology for me to say hello to Emma, who's literally sitting on the couch, right above me. She's 5 feet away. Let's send it out to the satellite and back. Yeah, she's watching, so you guys can say hello. She's on Facebook is where she's watching. A lot of hi Emmas coming in from all over the place. Sweet. Wow, turns out we didn't need all that stuff we were always worried about doing the show, the lights and the audio is, we didn't need any of that shit. I could have sat here at the bar and Emma could just watch from upstairs. It's the same show. It's pretty much the same show, man. It's not the same. It doesn't feel the same to me. But this is cool. I'm glad you guys are liking this. It's been super fun. Yeah, here's what's going on. I'm super excited. Early. Someone just said you're like early Joe Rogan with the. I didn't see the rest of it. When he was taller. I haven't watched or listened, but boy, that show is huge, man. So that is a compliment. I've met Joe a couple times. Super nice guy. We just kind of shook hands and then stood there, said hello, shook hands, watched, the craziness of people hanging around at the Comedy Store. And again, I started to tell you something and then lost track of it. It seems to happen when I'm reading 4 different feeds at the same time, which isn't a bad. Oh, with a bit of hair. Yeah, a little bit. Can't really see. It's bad lighting for my hair, but I've got plenty. I used to have a little bit more, but it didn't completely go away on me. It went back. It was like, whoop. And there used to be a little point, and then that just went away. Yes, I do have hair, yeah. I've got it right here with me. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Here's the exciting stuff that's happening around here. I ordered a new undersink pull-out garbage bin rig, and I can't wait to get it. That's what it's come to. I'm so excited about the new garbage can hideaway garbage bin pullout setup. I can't wait to get it and get it in there. Because the way we have it now, it's under the sink, and there's the garbage in the front, and then there's the plastic bags. And so I have to like bend down to the sink, put my hand over the garbage, and then down into the to the can to get the plastic bags in there. And I've had enough of it. I can't do it anymore. So I've ordered a fancy new hideaway garbage rig, and it's going to be awesome. You know, I used to, like, I had to go out on a Friday or Saturday before I started stand-up. I had to go. There was no question of whether or not I was going out. It was where I was going to go. Emma says, I thought you were doing a quick announcement. I'm like, yeah, 45 minutes. Now, a big Saturday night for me, I'm watching YouTube videos about lawnmowers. Literally watching some dude in his garage telling me about a tool that I have in my garage. This is ridiculous. This is my Saturday night, and I love it. I wouldn't change a thing. I might change a thing or two. No COVID, maybe. But you know what? Silver Linings Playbook. Without COVID, there would be no us. Not you, babe, because she's watching too. Electric lawnmowers, says Jennifer Franco. Yes, I have one. It's so quiet. It's fantastic. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man, you guys. Emma saying hi to you guys. You guys are saying hi back. Everyone got a chance to chat. I got to hear a little more from you guys because I'm not normally able to read everything. So now I know where some of you are. St. Louis. Always had a great time in St. Louis at the Funny Bone. ASMR. There, someone requested ASMR, so. Vegas, I was in Vegas a couple years ago, had a fantastic show I was actually in I can't even remember the name of it. There's a little town that's like just outside Vegas that kind of has its own little resort thing going on, and I can't remember the name of it, but I was at a kind of a high-end resort over in that little town, and it was awesome. It was fantastico. I saw someone mention the Tempe Improv. Great place. Used to be a great place. Haven't been there in a long time, but I've always had a great time there in Tempe. You're supposed to emphasize the E. Not Tempe, it's Tempe. Cincinnati. What's up, Cincinnati? Bogarts. I was at Bogarts. It was the last live show that I did before the COVID shutdown was Bogarts in Cincinnati. Had a great time there. Had a really great time. Went to a minor league hockey game. Had a fantastic time. I love the hockey. Hockey, golf. These are my things. Have I ever been to Richmond, Virginia? Are you kidding me, Kyle Roberts? You think I could complete a tour without doing a couple of shows in Short Pump? Hell yeah, I've been to Richmond. Richmond don't take this the wrong way, it felt like a city that was like 30 years behind. I was like, this is what it felt like in other cities in the 1980s. But I had a great time in Richmond. Please don't be offended. And if you're offended, then so be it. But yeah, I had a good time. Short Pump. I did shows in a town called Short Pump. Named because there was a short pump. They had a little pump there that everyone had to go get their gas from a short pump. Virginia Beach? Hell yeah, I've been to Virginia Beach. Million times. I went to Old Dominion University. And we used to have a thing where somebody came out and said beach day, then everybody had to just bail on any school-related activities and just go to the beach, which we did. And we loved it. We didn't go down Virginia Beach, down where the people that don't know go. You know what I mean? Down by the Cavalier Hotel. I've been going to Virginia Beach since I was a little kid. Oh, nice. Someone saw me there in Virginia Beach. Had a good time there, man. I have been to Sarasota, Florida. Absolutely. Had a great time there as well. Sarasota, I think, is my favorite place in Florida. Favorite place in all of Florida, Sarasota. It's a fun spot. I was talking about Virginia Beach. Yeah, we would go up, not to where all the hotels and all the crowds are. We'd go to 86th Street. That's where you'll find all the ODU students, unless things have changed. But wow, now it's 50 minutes. I can't even believe it. Vero Beach, nice. Pickles, I thought you were British. Grew up in Sarasota. Very nice, man. I like Sarasota. And you go a little further up and out to like Siesta Key, Longboat Key. Coconuts, St. Pete's, yeah. I haven't actually been to Coconuts, but I've been to St. Pete's. Venice Beach, California? Venice, California, is this what you say? This is fun. This is totally different. Yeah, we miss Cash Cab. Thanks, guys. So do I. More importantly, I miss the cash from Cash Cab. I'm not going to lie to you. I like that money. I don't know what's going on. A lot of you guys are saying, when's Cash Cab coming back? I really don't know. COVID shut us down, and while we were shut down because of COVID, all the deals ran out. So now it's like, who knows? You know, we really don't know. It's up in the air. It's in the ether. 'Tis all. I'm a Brit living in Florida, mate. So, okay, I was right. You are a Brit. A Brit in Florida, huh? You were like, I'll go to Florida. I've got a British accent. If I can't get laid in Florida with a British accent, then I'm doing something wrong. Just a guess. I think you're not quite. You don't base your decisions on these things. Perhaps I'm wrong with that guess, Mr. Pickles. Do you get? Well, I didn't see that one. God damn it, Ben! You deserve more on your stand-up than doing Cash Cab. Well, thank you, man. Thanks very much. I feel like it's coming. I feel like I'm still going to have my heyday as a comedian. I was just about like breaking through in New York. I was crushing at all the clubs and having a great time cruising around and just like on the cusp. Like other people were saying to me, like, dude, I think you're going to be the next big comic to come through New York, to come out of New York. And then Cash Cab came along and just took over everything. Which in my mind, it just delayed things a little bit. And I've been having a great time and doing great venues and everything. You know, I'm not hurting career wise, or I wasn't before COVID. But I still think, thank you, Cale Thomas. Your stand up is sick. I still think I'll have my heyday, my moment in the sun as a comedian and an actor, and then maybe a musician after that. I have too many things that I love to do, you know. So hopefully I get to keep doing them. One of them is seeing you guys every Sunday night and sharing a little time with you guys. This is fantastic. I can't believe it's been almost an hour again. An hour already. It's amazing. Apparently, what do I play musically? I started on the guitar, but I play drums. I play piano a little bit, harmonica. I'll mess around with just about anything. Play the bass a little bit, not a lot, but I just love it. I just love it. We had an organ in my house when I was a kid. Someone says, look up A Bit of Finger. Yeah, that was just some fun. A Bit of Finger was my Sabbath cover band. But that was just because it was so much fun, and I was like really digging Sabbath at that time. I actually have an original album of music out. It's been out for a while. I just didn't tell anybody about it because I wanted to see if it would succeed on its own. Yeah, right in this room, my friends and I, I recorded three of us playing my original songs that I wrote and produced. And you guys can listen to it. It is out there. You can find it. The name of the album, the name of the band is From This World. I've never told anyone this. Mark Maron asked me about it when I was on his show. And I was like, oh, no. And then I was like, wait a minute, how many people listen to that? I should have told them. But so, yeah, my album of original music, which is, people have called it like kind of indie rock or not acid rock. I can't remember. Everybody was looking for it. Yes, Marta, I write songs. I've written a lot of songs. There are 8 of them on this album that is out there and has been out there. The band is called From This World, and the album is called Variations on a Dream, if you guys want to check it out. It's on Spotify, it's on Pandora, it's on Apple Music, you can get it all over the place. I think the sound is best on Pandora or Apple. It's just Spotify sometimes has a little bit of a hollow sound, and I'm a perfectionist, so it really bothers me. Oh, you already got it. Kale downloaded it. Nice. Sweet. I was a musician before I was ever a comedian. And I absolutely loved it. Somebody put a guitar in my hands when I was 12 years old, and I just played with it. Yes, going to have to find Variations on a Dream now, yeah. Yeah, the band is From This World, and the album is Variations on a Dream. I told you again already. So he said, okay, I forgot it already. That's what happens. You forget stuff. You know what I forget? People's names. I literally, as soon as they tell me their name, I'm like, what? Wait, what was that guy's name? He literally just told you. I will say it one more time. And this is why announcing stuff, you have to go out and say it over and over. If I was trying to promote it, I'd be like, yeah, I told you 3 times. The band is called From This World, and the album is called Variations on a Dream. And it's just some original tunes that I wrote, and then 2 of my buddies, guys that were in the band, A Bit of Finger, which was our Sabbath band, same guys, but it's originals. I hope you guys love it, or at least listen to it. And thumb it up. You gotta give me the thumbs up, man. It's the only thing that can help a struggling musician. Yeah, I had it before I go. It's just me. There's no one else in this room. I will finish what I was saying. We had an organ, a Wurlitzer, like electric plug-in, big old thing with 2-layered keyboard and all these cheesy effects. And I must have driven my family crazy. We got it for my mom because she wanted to play it so she could play and sing. And nice, Raphael's got it. Sweet. But I took the thing over the organ. I couldn't stop. I just played it constantly, and I actually figured out how to, I learned how to play keyboards a little bit doing that. You could put a cheesy drum beat and some backup. It's like an old school, everything you played sounded like you were playing at an old ballpark or something, but it was fun. But then after that, at first I played the trumpet. So I was forced to play the trumpet though. I was forced to choose an instrument, and I chose the trumpet. So that's the first thing I ever played, which would have been fun, except if you play the trumpet and then you get into high school, you have to play in the marching band. You can't just play in the concert band. You got to put on that suit and march around in front of the whole town every Saturday, and I hated that. Kowalski's saying goodnight. Good night, David. Boy, he's right at 10 o'clock. That's it. He is out. I wish I had that kind of discipline, man. I stay up all night long. But so, yeah, music was always a thing. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, we'll see you next Sunday, right here, regular show next Sunday night. Music was my thing way before comedy, but maybe not. Maybe I was trying to make people laugh already, too, at that time. I did write my first joke when I was 7 years old. It was a terrible joke. It was how old was King Tut when he died? And the punchline was, he wasn't. Because he wasn't old, he was young. And I thought it was brilliant, and everyone thought I was an idiot. Or, on the spectrum or something. But, so maybe comedy did come first. But anyway, I've been doing both for a long time now, and you can listen to my album if you want to. I'd love to hear what you guys think of it. Best if you listen to the whole thing all the way through, beginning to end. It all fits together. But I think we're going to have to wrap it up, you guys. It's been an hour. I was going to come on for 10 minutes and just explain that I wasn't doing a show. That is not at all what happened. But thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for coming in and hanging out every Sunday night. And next Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern, we'll be right back here with a regular show. I can't wait. Donate to, yes, blue. I'm having blue curtains withdrawal. Me too. I feel so weird without the curtains. You know what I should do is just make little tiny ones and put them behind my head. You guys wouldn't know the difference. Anyway, this was great, you guys. It was nice to chat with you guys and to actually see what you were saying. Maybe we could do this sometimes. I don't know. It's funner to do the whole thing, though. But so, yeah, that's going to be it for tonight. Great hang at the bar with you guys next Sunday, regular time. See you then. Have a great week. Have a great week. See you later, suckers. I gotta say, I don't